Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how I made this chocolate inspired Easter egg squishy. So to start off with, I took this silicone Easter egg mould and I actually got this from Asda for £1.50, but you can get them on eBay and Amazon as well in exactly the same shape and design and stuff like that for about £1 to £2 also. So what I did was took some Vaseline, and I actually took this lip one, which this was okay as it was 100% petroleum, but a lot of Vaseline lip scrubs actually have added stuff to them, so before using yours you want to make sure that it is 100% Vaseline. What you want to do is just kind of like smear it all over this silicone mould, just to make sure that no silicone is going to attach to the mould. So like expected, I then took some brown silicone, and this was just a general purpose silicone, but I made sure that it had no anti-mold stuff in, because before, when I made a silicone phone case with obviously silicone, it had anti-mold stuff in, and honestly it smelled so bad, like I can't even explain. So yeah, I just made sure that I bought 100% silicone with no added stuff in it, anything like that. And I made sure that it was in a brown colour to obviously act as chocolate. What I then did was basically lined all the inside of the mould with this. I started with the little detail bits first, and then I just kind of spread it out all over. I made sure not to touch the silicone at this point, as it does have a chemical in it apparently that really dries out your hands, and that's why you should wear gloves. But because I wasn't touching it anyway at this point, it didn't matter. So yeah. I also want to say at this point also that if you are younger, like, I don't know, less than 13, I would say get parental permission to do this DIY, as silicone is not something that you want to be playing around with if you're really young without your parents' permission, so please get your parents' permission before doing this DIY. So once I had all the bits inside of the mould, I then went ahead and took a wooden lollipop stick, and what I did was took some Vaseline on that also and just coated the end in it completely. What I then did with this stick was kind of like pushed on that silicone to make sure it's all completely inside the mould, and because of the Vaseline it didn't stick to the stick again. Although this stick doesn't look like your average lollipop stick, it is actually for one of those like giant ones you see at fairs and stuff. But you can use whatever you want to kind of smear this out. So long as it's coated in Vaseline, it shouldn't stick to the silicone. I then left this to set overnight, but what you want to do is make sure that you make 2 of these. Now I did the other one off camera so that I obviously didn't waste your time watching this video, because I did it in the exact same way. What you'll then be able to do is just drag the silicone out, and it should just pop out really easily because of the Vaseline. You'll then want to wipe off any Vaseline that you still have on it, and then you'll want to look for imperfections. So as you can see here, I had a lot. So what I did was took some brown silicone on a piece of cardboard, and with a little bit of Vaseline on my finger, I just took the silicone and just smothered it into those little cracks and imperfections. Now if you are doing this, I do advise that you use gloves. I didn't because I was really lazy. I didn't have any side effects because I'd obviously checked my silicone to make sure there was nothing in it, but I always advise using gloves when using silicone. So what you then want to do is take even more Vaseline and just use this to smooth out the silicone that's on the egg really. This will give it a more smooth finish and just kind of help to get it right into those cracks without sticking to your fingers at all. So once this is dry, you'll then want to take your scissors and just cut off any excess bits that you have. You'll want to make sure that you have a really neat, like straight edge all the way along the side of the egg. You'll want to do this on both egg pieces to make sure that when they meet up, they kind of make up the whole egg. So you may need to be doing a little bit of adjusting and stuff like that. I know I did because I had a little bit of curve and stuff from where I've been cutting. Yeah, so you just want to keep going back and forth until the egg pieces meet as smoothly as possible. Once again, I went in with the tea towel and just rubbed off any of the Vaseline that I had left on my eggs. In order to stick the two pieces of eggs together, I used more brown silicone. I did try out a number of glues before using silicone. I tried E6000 hot glue, but nothing really helped. So I just went back in with the silicone again, as I know silicone sticks to silicone. So what I then did was took some toy stuffing or pillow stuffing, whatever you want to call it, polyester filling, and I just filled up the insides of the eggs. You could use paper, scrunched up tissues, or anything like that, just so long as it fills up the inside. And what you'll then want to do is take these two pieces and squish them together. Again, going back in with the Vaseline, I just kind of smeared this out and made sure that it was all nice and smooth along the edges and that all the gaps were completely filled. Again, once again, I want to recommend using gloves, unlike I did here, so don't do what I'm doing, just listen. Use gloves at all times when using silicone. I did this part in the morning and then I left it to dry by the afternoon, so I think mine was drying for about 6 hours in total, but you just want to leave it dry till however long it takes to set. Overnight would be preferable. Once completely set, my egg was then complete. So the one on the back is a little bit questionable. There was a lot of mistakes on that one, and that was actually the first one that I did. So yeah, the front of this turned out much better, and you just basically can do trial or error. I could make about 4 eggs, I think, with 1 tube of silicone due to the size of my mould. So yeah, you really can practice with this, as it is a cheap material to use. So as you can see here, this squishy turned out so slow rising, like I cannot even explain. Like, it looks like nothing is happening here, but as you can see, it's really slowly rising. But oh my goodness, like, this is crazy. Like, I feel like this brown silicone really turned out well and quite realistic, so I'm really happy with how obviously this turned out. I haven't actually seen this type of DIY before, so I was kind of really nervous to try it, as I honestly didn't think that it was going to work out so well, but it did, so obviously I'm super happy about that. So as you can see here, it finally rose up, which honestly, that took so long. I'm actually going to go and get my phone timer now and kind of do a little video on the side so that people know that I haven't slowed it up or anything like that. Yeah, so then you can see how long it really did take to rise. Now this feels really nice. It feels kind of like jelly, like really hard, not hard because it's not hard at all, but like thick jelly, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I'm going to squish it one more time for you so that I don't take up loads of your time today. And here we go with my timer, so you can see exactly how long this is taking. So I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody who has subscribed to my channel over the past month, really. Like, honestly, I did never imagine to get 10,000 subscribers. I never even imagined to get 5,000 subscribers in March, and to hit 10,000 is just absolutely insane. So yeah, I just want to say a huge thank you to that. I just want to say a huge thank you also to everyone who always comments so fast on my videos. Like, honestly, I like put my videos like go up say an hour after that I make them, and then once that hour rolls around, like the comments that flood in, oh my goodness, like you are so fast. Like, I don't mind who's first, honestly, but some people just go and race and they're there within seconds. Like, they beat me to it. I come and reply to a comment an hour later and I'm like, I have like 100 comments. I honestly don't believe it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna stop blabbering on and talking now because I'm taking up too much of your day already. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and if you have any questions, please ask down below. And yeah, parental permission please if you're younger. See you in my next video. Bye!